It is currently 8:43 on Monday, January 13th. I am a little bit tired today. I think yesterday, because of the traveling, I was more tired than I thought I was and probably should have gone to bed maybe like an hour earlier. And I also just went to do a leg workout, which was tough. I did some Bulgarian split squats, and my God, those are pain. But yeah, that's not what I want to talk about right now. What I want to talk about is what the title says, is that when it comes to art for me, I have the ability to see exactly what I want, but don't have the ability to know how to do it. And I never really tried to explain this to anybody, and I don't really know if I can. And I feel like one of the best ways for me to be able to show it is if I go into one of my old videos. Let me pull it up right here. This was the one where I showed off my video game and my guitar, which is great. But if you look at these scenes, like here, it looks good, I think. As for a first project and as a bunch of other things, this looks good. Like the green crystals in the background create a good backdrop so that the sky's not too empty. The trees there, the greens complement the blues and the pinks. Then you get a nice little transfer into grass. This pillar here, this was for something else that I was going to try and do if I had more time, but it's just there and it adds things, but then also leaves this mountain right in the background. And then also this character. I love this character because it's just a rework of Celeste and her character design, and I got rid of the red, added blue, and changed the hair because I wanted this. Well, I didn't really care what gender my character was be, but her hair was a physics simulation, and so the hair was not included in any of the assets for like running and moving. It would be really funny. You could play it out and have like the standing up animation, like what I just did right there, would stand up, which is actually just the sit down animation in reverse. And I didn't realize until after I finished the project that in the Celeste graphics dump there is a sit down animation. But she would sit up with her hair and then start running, and her hair would disappear. So this character is actually I'm pretty proud of. But stop talking about that. But all these blocks, you can see like a block is about this size, is something called a tile set. It's a tile. If you zoom in, you can see there's different tiles. Like there's an outside tile here, there's the second layer tile, and then there are three types of inner things. And funny story is how I created this is that I was in a computer lab at my boarding school which had two monitors for each setup, and I would put one on one, and then the other one I would put the Google die randomizer thing, and I would click the die, and it would choose what number, and there are three blocks for the inner rock, and I would choose the block and it would get it. There was a lot more for this and then that, so it was rough because I was doing it all by hand, but I thought it was just a easier way to do it, to feel more authentic within the world, instead of me just placing it by hand and thinking of something random. But like, as you go through the screens, things like make sense. Like I built this one so you learn how to jump and climb, but I also made it so that the background kind of flowed with the environment. Like it goes with the character per se. And then this one was just a large background because it didn't feel anything much, but it focuses directly on the middle. And that. And it's also like I made it so that you can kind of do what you want. Like this jump should be jump from the spring here to here, then over. But then I realized you could just jump over there and it was fine. Like this one, the pathway goes over to here. So like I feel like I designed it pretty well and it looks good for what it is. Like it feels like a cave. Like did I need to make this high? No, but it felt more natural. Did I need to have these little breaks, that? This is the only screen that I think is not very good, but that's just because I couldn't put a background over here and I didn't have enough time to really finish it. But like when I have the tile assets, it makes sense. I can run through and it all work. Like if I go to a different video in my channel, because I'm not currently on my on my desktop where I would have everything. But like, this is a Minecraft world that I made all by survival, outside of a couple of things when I got too bored to start doing things by hand. But like, once I get to the actual Minecraft portion, but like, here, like, it looks pretty good. Like, maybe I was over excessive with the lamps and all that, but like, even at the beginning, like I think it looks pretty good. That pink sheep's great because it was one of the first things me and my friends, when we were playing, that spawned, and we kept it for forever. But like, the same thing with Minecraft is that I feel like I'm able to create something with a block palette that makes that works and then shows some other great things. But I can't, if I had to create something with just through my mind and all that, it gets really tough. Like, let me bring this side, move me over. Here. This is just a short little drawing that I did really fast on a trackpad on a Mac. But I want to be able to draw, and one of the big things that I want to like get kind of into when it comes to drawing and all this is like see this I'm doing. Like, being able to, like, I don't know how to explain this, but to me, songs are emotions. If I listen to a song, I connect with it, the song that it is the song is what an emotion sounds like to me. Like, if an emotion was put into music, songs are what they are. And certain songs are like this. Like, and what happens is that it also kind of comes down to, if I listen to a song and I see a scene playing in my head, then I think it's a good song. And so, like, this scene right here, you got a pathway that goes to a dorm. There's some hills that, like, little squiggly lines, a tree line, and then there's a lake with some hills in the background, and those little circles are houses, and then a lamppost and a light. And so, to me, when I was listening to this song called Children in the Dark by Tristan, it's a great song. When I would listen to it, I would stop in the middle of the night when I was walking back to my dorm in the light of this lamp, and I would look across the field and over the trees at this lake, and I would see these houses, and they would be lit up, and that song and this scene kind of melded together in my brain, and it makes sense. And I want to be able to draw that out and to show it and to stylize it in the way that I think makes it even cooler. But I am not able to. I don't know how to draw, but I know exactly what I want. Like, maybe the dorm and some of the hills aren't going to be very visible. It's going to be maybe silhouetted, and I maybe actually not even include the dorm. But just seeing that light fall onto somebody and them looking like longing out into the distance at this light on this hill above a lake is the epitome of what that song means to me. So, like, what I'm trying to say is that I have so many ideas in my head, but I haven't put my efforts into making art from those ideas. I am just very able to make art from existing things. And I want to learn how to not do that, because it's frustrating to think, oh, this is such a cool idea, but then just you try and make it happen, or you want to start making it, but then you're not able to do it because you just don't have the skills. And I understand completely that these are learned skills. Nobody's gifted necessarily at drawing complicated right at the start. Some people are better at, like, they accelerate faster than other people, and some people maybe can just see things in their mind's eye that other people can't. But the problem is that I can only see things in my mind's eye, and I cannot reproduce it out of my mind. And I find that incredibly frustrating, because a lot of the things that I really enjoy doing or inspire to do are things that require to be very artistic. And, like, the thing is that I enjoy being creative, like creating a video game, my old YouTube videos. Even this, in an essence, is me being creative. Minecraft is me being creative. And I love being that, but I want to be creative and have it come from me, and create something that looks beautiful, that's from me, that means something to me. that I can share, and I just can't. And it's frustrating, but sometimes that's just kind of like what it is, and I have to learn. And that's kind of been a goal for me this year, is to start trying to be a little bit more creative. I haven't really been able to get to it yet because I've been working with some debacles with coding, but soon I want to be able to do that, because I know that once the actual semester starts, I will be struggling very hard to find time to be creative. So I want to start to get things that I can do that are small, that are creative, that come from me, so that I can do it when times get a little bit more cramped and a little bit more tough. And I just want to be able to be creative. Sometimes for me it's just hard to transfer it out. It takes time. Right now I have time, so I need to start doing it.